Welcome to the Client Magnet Podcast, where we're going to deep dive into the world of personal training, and we're going to equip you with the knowledge and the strategies on how to excel in your personal training business. If you're passionate about fitness and you want to take your game to the next level, then this is the right place for you. In each episode, we're going to bring you expert interviews, real-life success stories, and actionable tips that you can implement immediately, from crafting and compelling pitches to connecting authentically with potential clients. We'll leave no stone unturned in your quest to help you become a fitness professional. Personal training services just isn't about making sales, but it is about forging meaningful relationships and guiding individuals towards their fitness goals. And we believe in combining those two things will help you make this a long-lasting career. Get ready to embrace the art of personal training and the science of selling and connecting you with the joy of transforming life. This is the Client Magnet Podcast, and I'm your host, Manny Fraser. Let's dive in. As a personal trainer, you're going to face a lot of different turmoil and a lot of issues. Your first and number one thing that you're going to deal with is objections. How do you get over objections? How do you get over the fact that people are going to tell you no? Are you okay with rejection? Because if you're not okay with rejection, guess what? Yeah, this job's not for you, because you're going to get rejected. People are going to say no to you, and people are not going to want to do what it is that you want them to do. But the thing is that a lot of personal trainers take it personal. So because you're in this mindset that, like, why wouldn't this person want to work out and exercise? As if everybody wants to work out and exercise. The issue is that, like, people don't want to work out and exercise. And the sooner that you understand that, the better your life is. People don't want to exercise naturally. They want to exercise, like, cognitively. They think they want to exercise. They would like to. But, like, if you were to show a race, like, if you were to ask people, if I was to give you a pill where you didn't have to exercise and all you need to do is take this pill and you get whatever fitness goal you want, you know how many people would sign up for that pill? Everybody. Because it's easy, right? People don't want to do the hard things. They want to do the easy thing. The easy thing is what got them where they were, but what they want is they want the easy thing again. So you're going to face a lot of things, but the number one thing you're going to face is rejection. Okay. And if you can get over that rejection, you're in a way better place. Like, already understand this. You're going to get no's. It's okay. So I'm going to help you guys right now. I'm going to give you 9 common objections that you're going to face when it comes down to this personal training game. The first one is price. It's too expensive. The way you got to overcome that it's too expensive is highlight the value and benefit of the service. Emphasize the long-term savings and return on investment it can bring. Understand this, that, like, personal training is an investment back onto you. So when people are like, I don't know, it's too expensive, like, this is something that it's like a car payment. This is like a mortgage payment. It's like, this is your health. Put it in perspective. Right? Like, is there a price on your health? Because that's what we're talking about right now. We're not talking about a car payment or a mortgage payment. They're talking about your health. So when you put it in perspective for people, it helps people understand that, like, when they're trying to give you another thing that's expensive, give them back something that's priceless. Your health. Your health has no price. If your health has a price tag, then you're already dead. Number 2, trust. So you'll hear someone tell you, they'll never tell you this. Sometimes they tell you, but they'll say, I'm not sure if you're the person for me. They won't say no, but the thing is that they don't trust you. So what they often will say is, I don't know if I can do this. And they'll say, I don't feel like getting started. And so what you have to get them to understand is you have to overcome this with testimonials and case studies of other people that you've actually helped. Customer reviews help build credibility, offer guarantees, and ease their concerns. So when you share a testimonial, get testimonials from other clients. If you have no other clients, help people. Like, help people and get testimonials. It's such a weird thing, personal trainers, because you're going into this business as a business and you don't understand business, but you want to train people. Okay. So you're gonna do a lot of free training. I'm gonna give you some game right now. Make sure you take a pen and paper and take this down. You're gonna give a lot of free training, especially in the beginning. A lot of free training. But don't make it for free, make it for testimonials. Get testimonials from the people who had sessions with you and collect as many as possible. Because at that point, you'll have a lot of positive feedback, and then you can write that down and you show other people, here's what people have said about me as a trainer, right? They don't need to say much. They just need to say, yeah, you know what? This is a great training session. At first, that's all you're going to get because no one has purchased training. So that's how you get over that hump of, I don't trust you. Then you get testimonials on people who can't afford it. And you write in their testimonials, you get them to write in a testimonial that they couldn't afford it and they thought it was very expensive, but they made the commitment to do it. And then when they made the commitment to do it, it became such a valuable thing to their lifestyle. And then there's another testimonial that's based off of time. But let's go into the next one. Timing. I'm not ready to make this decision. So you're going to have someone who's going to come in and they're going to tell you, I'm not ready to make this decision right now. And they're going to say, I got to go talk to this person or that person, or you know what, I want to come back in a month. Understand their timeline. So how do you overcome that? Is you have to understand their timeline and show how acting now will benefit them. So offer a limited time promotion to create sense of urgency is also another way. But realistically, the promotion doesn't matter. What you want to do is understand the timeline of why they're acting the way they are. So it's like if someone tells you, you know what, I need to think about this for a week, 2 weeks, a month. And you have to be like, okay, so what's going to change in a month or two? What do you need to think about? And figure out what the actual objection is. The actual objection might be timing, but the reality is the actual objection is not timing. The actual objection is them not really wanting to get involved in this. So they're saying, I'm not ready to really make this decision right now. I'm not ready to jump into this. So you have to help them understand the benefit of getting started now. In personal training, how much can a month do for training if you get started right now? A lot because it's intensity. So you're telling me right now you want to wait a month before you start working out intensely. So that goal that you have to go to Bora Bora in 6 months, so now you're going to have 5 months. I had a guy come in here and he told me he wanted to go to the Army. I said, that's amazing. How much time do we have? He said a month. I had to act on it. I had to act quickly because the urgency was right there. Like, you got a month to go to the Army and you want to do basic training? And he was like he was in physical shape to run, but he wasn't in physical shape to move things. So he didn't feel like he would be adequate at that place. So he really wanted to train. So the urgency was high, his motivation was high, and then we just signed him up for training. So number 4, competition. I found a similar service at a better price. So like you might have Kijiji or another company or some other trainer who's going to charge a same price or a better price. So you have to differentiate why your price is your price and what are you offering in terms of quality and what added value are you offering that they'll receive because of you. Because a lot of times people will charge less. People will undercut you. So what are you going to do? But your price is your price, right? And if you start undercutting or you start bringing down your price, even though your value is higher, then you're not really doing anything justice for yourself. You're actually making a disservice for yourself. Never change your price or bring down your price when you should be offering a higher price. Like, your price is your price. Keep your price the same. Number 5, I don't really need this. So to tell you, I don't know if I need this. And what they're saying to you is like, I don't know if I need personal training. Okay, this one is really hard because what happens as a trainer, what you're seeing is you think that only a certain type of person needs personal training. And this is 2 things. In order to overcome this, the first thing that you need to do is change your mental state. And what I mean by that is this. How many different types of people need personal training? The answer to that is everybody, right? Everyone can use personal training. So now if you're just like, oh, well, they don't really need personal training. My question or my follow-up question is like, what does that mean? Who needs personal training? Right? Like, everyone can use a personal trainer, a good personal trainer. everyone can use a good coach. Now, if you're saying that they don't need personal training and they're saying, oh, I don't know, like I don't know if I actually need this, then what you need to do, the way you overcome that, is ask open-ended questions to identify their needs and pain points. Show your service to address the specific issues. So a lot of times what's happened is that if you're in this part in terms of overcoming objections and you haven't asked open-ended questions to really find out what their need is and address the pain points that they have, well, by the time you get to the end and they're saying, I don't know if I need this, well, of course you're not going to be able to do that now. So like in the goal setting portion of your consultation, when you sit down with any new client, you really want to gather their pain points. You want to gather what is it that they need from you as a trainer. Okay. The next one is that authority. So another reason why they'll object is authority. So what that is like, I need to consult with someone else before deciding. So what that means is like I need to discuss with a mom, dad, brother, sister, family member, anyone else other than them. So what you want to do is that this is an easy way to overcome this. And if you really want to overcome this, there's only one way. Offer to provide additional information or schedule a meeting with the decision maker. Make sure they understand the benefits. So what you don't want doing is the person that's not a professional going to and talking to the person that's making decisions about a lifestyle change that they want to do. What you want to do is you want to schedule a meeting as the professional to sit down with this person who's making decisions for this person that you're sitting down with. Make sense? A lot of times we deal with either kids or we deal with husbands, spouses, and husbands and wives, and we're like, oh, yeah, you go home and talk to your husband or wife. And it's like, if they really want this, they're going to go home and talk to their spouse and they're going to get it. But if they kind of want it and they're telling you this, then what you need to do is like, okay, so when's a good time for all of us to sit down and talk so I can talk about the benefits of this? If they're on the fence about it, but they're really getting their husband or spouse to get them to say no, because they know their spouse is going to say no, right? A lot of times people utilize their spouse as that crutch to be the person that's going to say no to everything. So instead of telling you this, all they're going to do is going to say, I'm going to talk to my spouse about it. And now when they talk to their spouse, they already know the answer is no. But what they're telling you is that there's a hope. So what you need to do is that you need to build that rapport with them and say, okay, when can your spouse come in so we can all sit down and talk? So another reason why people say no, the objection is previous experience. I've tried something similar and it didn't work. Okay, you're going to face this a lot because realistically, everyone has tried some version of personal training or weight loss or something of the sort. And it didn't work. So what are you going to do? Because now you got to now explain and overcome the fact that their past experience is real, but your service is different and more effective. So this is where you can offer some a trial or a guarantee. So what I've done in the past is when someone says that, if someone ever says that, I don't know if I can do this, offer them a month of reduced prices. So in our box company, we have something that is only for a month. You can utilize that. You can utilize something like for a week or a couple days. That's a reduced price that shows people your experience and gives them experience of training with you. And you can offer it's a trial. But making sure that they understand that in this trial, you're going to be able to feel XYZ. What are the guarantees of the trial? Well, I'm going to guarantee this one thing and this one thing alone, that at the end of this, you're going to feel amazing because we trained together. Okay, 2 more. Uncertainty. They're not sure if you'll deliver the results. So the way you overcome this is by sharing success stories and real-life examples of how your service has helped other people achieve. So testimonials. When someone's uncertain about signing up with you, just show them testimonials. Testimonials are the only way. So feel, felt, found. So when someone says, I don't know, so Johnny, I hear you that you aren't able to really, you're uncertain about this right now. And Johnny, I want to tell you about this member I have. His name is John. John came to me and he was feeling the same way as you. He was feeling very, uncertain about whether or not personal training was the right decision for him. Me and John then talked, and we talked about all the positives and why he's here. And then John tried personal training, and then John realized that personal training was the best decision that he ever made. And John's over there now training, and he actually lost whatever goal he has. So whatever their uncertainty is, I try and find someone that has the same goal and use that as a feel felt found. Now, if you're a new trainer and you're like, I don't have any clients, what you need to do is utilize the clients and the members that are already in the gym. So find people that have trainers, find their story, that get to know their story, and use their story. If you don't know their story and you're like, well, I don't have any clients, you're just going to say it like that and that's all you're going to do. Well, guess what? Well, that's the ending of that, and you have no clients. You'll never have clients because you're never going to be able to get past that point. So the only way you can create certainty is by utilizing real-life examples and building them up. So the last one is fear of change. I am comfortable with my current situation, my current solution. A lot of times you're going to have people who are fear. Fear is holding them back. And even though they're telling you they want to change, they don't really want to change. And that's why they haven't changed for years, because there's a fear that they have. So you got to focus on improvement and the positive changes that we'll experience with our product. Address any potential challenges that they may face during the transition. Be completely honest and open with them. Because if you're like that, then they can trust you as their trainer. So realistically, you got to remember this. Listening actively to the prospect's concerns and emphasizing with them with their needs will go a long way in overcoming objections and building a strong sales relationship, or a strong relationship period. As a personal trainer, and you're new to this whole business of personal training and becoming a client magnet, you're going to want to become really good at asking questions, hearing questions, and thinking about solutions to answers. And I just gave you 9 different reasons why people might object to you. You're going to need to learn how to navigate through those 9. And there's probably more. Like we can go in and talk about so much more. But the reality is, a lot of the objections you're going to face are going to be all of those things. And I gave you the way to overcome it. Really, when it comes down to it, understand this. If there's a will, there's a way. If you really want this client and you really want to train this person, then you just have to express it to them and let them know that you really want to train them. But also be prepared in the fact that they might say no. And if they say no, that's okay. But if they don't say no and it's a maybe, then how do you turn that maybe into a yes? That's now overcoming objections, okay? And that's through asking questions and then realizing what's the answer and understanding that the answer that you have, that's how you overcome it. All right, that's it for today. If you got anything out of this podcast, make sure you share it with a friend that's a personal trainer. I will be dropping some more sauce in the next couple of days. Take care. Bye. Thank you for tuning in. And until next time, keep pushing boundaries, inspiring change, and making a lasting impact through the personal training. Stay motivated, stay committed, and remember, the journey to excellence is just beginning. This has been Manny Fraser signing off. Keep shining, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Happy coaching!